earn passive income on your crypto? Check out liquidity pools. So in a previous video, I talked about what spread is and why exchanges like Coinbase need liquidity to be supplied by people like you and me. Now that is also going to be going for decentralized exchanges. They also need liquidity to be able to operate, to allow people to come onto their platform and swap between tokens. They can't do that if the tokens are not there. So that's where users like you and I can come in, where we can supply those tokens and then get compensated for supplying them. Now, in order to make this work, you need to supply two tokens. For this example, let's say USDC and Ethereum. So I can go onto a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, supply both my USDC and Ethereum to their platform. And whenever somebody is swapping between USDC and Ethereum after I've supplied it, I will take a cut of every single transaction. You're essentially providing a service and then getting compensated for it. Now, the true power is in the flexibility that this strategy offers. Let me go ahead and show you an example here. So let's say the current price of Ethereum is $2,500. Now I'm supplying both USDC and Ethereum, and I want to go 10% below that price and 10% above that price. That is my effective range, because you have to choose a range when you do these things. That would put my max price at $27.50 and my lowest price at $22.50. Now, as long as my assets are being swapped within this range, I am earning a fee of every single transaction. So I'm earning a tiny bit of percentage APR. Now, the more people that are on the network exchanging these two tokens, if they're a really hot token at the time, then my APR is going to go really, really high, right? And then, of course, if nobody's really swapping these two, then my APR would go really, really low. So volume does matter. The more volume between your two tokens, the higher APR that you're going to get. Now, the other thing that matters, and why I did the 10% and the 10%, is because what's essentially happening is your stuff is being swapped out. So if I hit my minimum price, Ethereum hits 2250, and let's just say Ethereum actually comes over here to 2200. I am stuck with 100% of Ethereum. It doesn't matter. All my USDC is now gone. I have 100% of Ethereum until it comes back up into this range and that starts getting swapped back for some USDC. Other side, if Ethereum skyrockets and goes to $4,000, well, I am way past my 2750. So I sold all of my Ethereum for 2750, and I'm stuck with all USDC. I do not get to capture those profits of that Ethereum that skyrocketed. So whenever you're setting up these liquidity pools, you can adjust the ranges however you'd like. If you'd like high APR, you're probably going to want a tight range, but the trade-off is that you're most likely going to fall out of range rather quickly and often. So a wider range promises lower APR. However, it's a lot less maintenance and you'll get more consistent returns. As always, if you like this content, give me a like, give me a share, give me a follow, and let's continue to learn together.